are live pictures coming to you from Red Fort, where over the past half an hour or so, we now see the protesting farmers who've reached there with flags of their own, wear national flags and several other things in hand, and are trying to send out a strong message. The latest we know at the moment is that the police has now entered inside Red Fort, is now asking them to vacate the area as well. Remember, all this is happening, the irony isn't lost, on Republic Day at the moment, and huge numbers of farmers, in fact those who were earlier indulging with clashes and were confronting with the police at ITO, another major junction where we saw clashes happen for over an hour actually, they have also now moved towards Red Fort. So Red Fort became, in fact Red Fort became like a place where all of them were galvanizing. Now pictures now on your screen on the left side of Red Fort where it says are of cops who reached those stands and were trying to ask the police. There's a proper negotiation that's happening, no use of force there, something which is a welcome change from what we saw earlier. Now the police there trying to reason out with the protesters and saying that you have to vacate this area. So they are now talking, let's see what happens next. We also spoke with the Sanyukta Kisan Morcha leaders. Remember, that's the organization which has been heading these protests. It was an organization of umbrella of unions which had been negotiating with the government as well. They had called for this tractor rally. And speaking with some of the leaders there, we found out just minutes ago that they say that this is not what they planned for. They've asked for peace and calm, saying violence will not lead to anything. And at this point, another point of contention has been, if we can go back to those shots where we actually saw a protester on top of that pole trying to replace the flag there. What is the flag that is now there and what is the meaning behind it? I have Mohammad Ghazali on the phone line with us. Ghazali, we saw a farmer there, a protester, climb on top of the pole, take down the tricolor, and then a different flag was hoisted. What exactly is that flag? Can you tell us, viewers?
See, on that flag which you can see in the visuals, not only the one which has been put out on the Red Fort, but even the flags which is there with the protesters, this is basically a sacred flag for the Sikh community, and often we see it installed in the Gurdwaras, and when it is installed in the Gurdwaras, we call it Nishan Sahib. So this is a sacred flag for Sikhs, and the emblem on it shows two swords, and the other weapon is called Khanda in Punjabi. So this is a sacred flag, as we have confirmed with many Sikh intellectuals here in Punjab. And this is the flag which has been hoisted there. It is sacred for the Sikhs. It is often and commonly visible in the Gurdwaras.
So Ghazali, you're saying this is a religious flag?
Yes, we can say it is sacred to Sikhs. So obviously it's a religious flag. But apart from this, we cannot attach any other motives behind it, that whether it has been called upon by any group to, or whether it was pre-decided to hoist it or to put it on the Red Fort by any Kisan union or farmers union or by any leader in the entire protest we have seen in the last 2 months.
Okay.